What's up guys, Evasion here and welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm going to be talking about why I decided to update my keybinds and why it was kind of causing me to upload less frequently. Obviously the answer, or maybe not obviously, is because I was really bad at first when I was trying to change these keybinds around, and I'm just starting to get used to it. Even in these games, the hidden reason why I decided to play Assassin, not only because it's good, but because I need to hit my keybinds that I decided to change less frequently. So going into it, starting off first, the reason why I updated my keybinds is because when I was in stealth, I was dealing with bar paging issues. So over like the last, I don't know, 10 years, I've had cheap shot bound to 2. So when I would hit cheap shot, for a long time we didn't have subterfuge, so you just instantly come out and you would go to your main bar. Main bar for me would be, backstab, mutilate, sinister strike, those kind of abilities. So there wasn't really too much of a problem. Once in a while when I would vanish in cheap shot, maybe I would press the button too fast and I would hit my backstab, mutilate, or sinister strike instead of cheap shot. So that was kind of frustrating. Then over the years, as we gained Shadow Dance, it caused a lot of problems for my bars. Initially, when Shadow Dance first came out, it had its own action bar. So what I did to get around that was I created a bunch of dance macros to use dance when I'm not in stealth and use an ability like cheap shot or sap. So that added right there like several more binds, in addition to having my regular sap and like cheap shot binds, and even Garrote at one point as well when dance had that. And so that made it so I was like, my bars were full of keybinds. And so I always wanted over the years to just simplify that a lot. And so I decided the other day to drop all of those macros. And now I've just moved my cheap shot from 2 to tilde, as you can probably see there on my ASA bar. And then no matter what, allows me to have mutilate or shadow strike slash backstab. I still have a macro for that. And sinister strike should just always be on 2. I don't need to worry about bar paging. And it allows me maximum possible speed without some kind of gimmicky thing that could get in the way, which is really nice no matter what. Also, my sap is on 1. The reason I did that is mostly for when I'm playing dance, so I can get really quick saps off. But in addition to that, since I dropped so many buttons from all these like weird dance macros that I had, I've been able to add in Arena 1, 2, 3 sap, which I've decided to bind to F1, F2, and F3, which is absolutely phenomenal at the start of a game. The advantage of these macros is that when you go into an arena match and you play against a rogue, that rogue's on say frame 2 or something, you can go in and you can just spam F2. If you find the rogue, it is just going to instantly sap him. Unlike with a a sap macro, maybe what it does, the sap macro is it grabs the target as if you were spamming tab, and then it hits sap. And the problem with these macros is that maybe you're like looking and you're near the enemy healer, and you don't want to sap him, say for like maybe you're playing Mage Rogue 2s or something like that, and you want to hold that DR because you're really trying to find that rogue out first. Then you want to get that cheap shot or something like that, and then stun the rogue. Your mage sheeps off the cheap shot, you go. You definitely wouldn't want to DR the sheep there, and so that's a situation where this macro kind of gets around that, and you actually don't lose speed, you gain it. Because rather than trying to like find the target and then sap it, it's literally just trying to sap that arena frame, and when it can do it, it's going to do it. And it's just like, it's way faster. For me, the difference, if I could describe it to you guys, it actually feels like I'm playing with better internet. People literally appear on your screen sapped, versus like you very obviously have the little circle that targets them appear and then they get sapped. But other than that, that's the main reason I updated my keybinds, dudes. And on a side note, going off here, who's hyped about this 1v1 tournament today? I'm pretty hyped about it. I wish I was in it, honestly, but the downside is I would have had to take off work if I ended up getting in it, so maybe we'll catch the next one. Maybe we'll build some channel popularity, get into those 1v1 tournaments, start practicing up. That'd be a lot of fun for sure. I'd love to be a part of one. It's really great that they have something like this going on in the community at a time when there's not a whole lot of stuff going on competitively, because we're kind of between seasons and stuff like that. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Please talk to me in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Have you had any struggles with your keybinds? Maybe you have some questions. Feel free to ask them below. Consider subscribing for more content, guys, and we'll see you all very soon.